Coach Nisius, you welcome back 15 letter winners from 2015, plus 2 other seniors who were with the program 2 years ago. This has to be, at least on paper, the deepest and most veteran-laden roster you've had in your 6 seasons here, correct?
I believe so. I mean, yes, other than my first year here, Coach Falkrod left a good group that was our highest finish in the region since I had, been here. But this year's group is deeper from, say, runners 8 through 15, I believe.
Okay, and all of your runners who competed in last year's NSIC championships and or the Division II Central Regional meet, they all returned. But obviously, there'll still be competition for those spots. Can you give us some of the names of those 7 runners who are back, and who are some of the people that have pushed for?
Well, top guys from last year at the end of cross country and also during the track and field season. A large core of them are going to be juniors, whether it's Cody Sedbrook, Blake Anderson, Henry Jessen. Some returnees that come back from 2 years ago are going to be from cross country. We've got in seniors, one is captain Drew Johnson. We've also got Mitch Fisher coming back. And with the sophomore and junior class, the sophomore and freshman, we got some people that are going to hopefully be in there. Because some of the others last year, like, Grant Pulver was in our top 7 all year as a junior. It's a strong group.
Okay, you were picked 4th in the NSIC preseason coaches poll and were the 3rd highest ranked NSIC team in the Central Regional poll. Are those 2 an accurate prediction in your mind?
They are. And so, in previous years, I might wish we were ranked a little lower and try and come up and surprise some teams as the year goes on, and that's not going to happen this year. Everyone in the conference knows we got our entire team back. We've got, the 2 seniors coming back, and Drew and Mitch, 3 freshmen, plus, basically a majority of the team from last year, and we're not going to surprise anybody. So being, the coach in the conference putting us 4th, that's legit. We, of course, are hoping to even finish higher. In the Central region, last year we were a little banged up at the end of the year, and so to be ranked in the top 10 in the region now up to 8th, we moved up 5 spots from the end of last year, and so the other teams know we've got everybody back again, and now it's time to move forward because we're not going to surprise anyone.
You mentioned a good chunk of your team. You got a lot of juniors and a decent sophomore class. With cross country, is there any correlation with that? Does it necessarily mean because you might have a lot of seniors, you're going to be good, or is it just kind of a year by year thing?
There is a lot of times correlation just because with cross country, as time goes on, compared to high school, the meets are 8,000 meters or 5 miles, where in high school they're 5,000 meters, 3.1 miles. And then when we get to the regional meet, it's actually 10,000 meters. It's 6.2 miles. So normally the longer you've been competing in college, if you stay healthy, you just do more miles, you get stronger, your times come down. And so, it's nice to have juniors and seniors because they're able to withstand the workouts over that time frame, where sometimes it's a little more difficult for incoming freshmen to get, used to it in that short a time frame.
And then you kick things off this Saturday at the Crown College Invitational, and then have a couple weeks off. There are 3 other times you will be idle from competition for 2 weeks during the season. Was that done by design?
It is done by design. Again, with racing 8,000 meters, 5 miles, the body needs some time to recover after those meets. And if we have a race the next weekend, it's hard to find practice time in between there. And so by having that 2-week break, we can actually get some good workouts in, not having to save it, knowing that we had a meet coming up in 5 or 6 more days. And so we can use that 2-week training block to get more, because again, we need those hard workouts during the season to get us ready for, the conference and regional meets, which are the 2 that we're trying to peak for at the end of the year.
Okay, thanks, Coach.